Trainers Academy, Episode 11, Double Trouble. Amber! Amber, I need you to help me! Marigold shouted as she ran across Arena 2 to meet up with her friend. Amber looked up from where she was sitting with her Pokemon Latias and said, "What?" "You see," Marigold began, "I just lost a bet against Jeanelle and now I have to dress up as her all day tomorrow." "So you're switching places?" Amber asked. "No," Marigold whined. "I mean like a doppelganger." "A double what?" Amber said, confused. "This." Latias transformed into an exact double of Amber, sitting cross-legged on the arena floor. "You can shape-shift!" Amber exclaimed. The Amber double shrugged. "It's all in the light bending." "Hello!" Marigold yelled. "My bet!" "Oh, yes," Amber remembered. "What do you want me to do?" "I want you to take some of Jeanelle's clothes." "You mean like steal them?" Amber asked. "That's what it takes." That night, when Amber was sure Jeanelle was asleep, she got up out of her bed and went to Jeanelle's and Ginger's room, trying not to wake anybody up. She snuck over to Jeanelle's dresser and quietly opened the drawers one by one. She took out everything she needed: a white blouse, a black button-down shirt, a plaid skirt, and white socks. She slipped a pair of black Mary Janes from under her bed, then rushed to the medicine cabinet to grab a magenta hair dye. Then it was out of the suite and up to Marigold's to deliver the goods. The next morning, Amber was surprised to find that the doppelganger experiment was a success. She couldn't tell which one was which. At roll call, Professor Skull was greeted by silence when he called for Marigold September, but when he called for Jeanelle Thompson, both girls yelled, "Here!" One smiling, one scowling. "Whoa, I'm totally tripping," Skull said. Saturday was right. I really need to lay off on the double caffeinated coffee. At evening study, Amber was able to ignore the case of double trouble, as it was finally time to start the TM overhaul. "Guess what it's time for?" she cheered to Latias. "What?" Amber got the move list out of her backpack and raised it high in the air. "This!" she shouted. "Paper?" "It's not just paper," Amber exclaimed. "It's a list of moves. I finally narrowed it down to 3 moves I can teach you. I chose them all based on your personality." "My personality?" "Yeah," Amber smiled. "You're a very free-spirited Pokemon, so I chose all moves that involve flying." Amber's smile vanished off her face. "Sorry." "Amber, for the love of—" "But that doesn't mean we can't start," Amber shouted. "It's a good thing one of the moves I chose for you is Double Team, or we'd be done for. I was wondering if you can make fake copies of yourself using your light bending." "Invisibility, I can do. Shape-shifting, I can do. But what did you just ask?" "Sheesh, no need to pull out the sass," Amber said. "Speaking of copies," Latias noticed, "there are 2 Jeanelles." "I've known," Amber said as she looked over at the Thompson twins, who were arguing over who was the real Jeanelle. "Marigold, this is getting old," one Jeanelle said. "I was joking about Wally spending all of evening study trying to control his ralts. I didn't want you to make it into a bet." "Please take off the costume," the other Jeanelle said. "Everyone knows I'm Jeanelle Thompson." "Should we help them?" Latias asked. But Amber was already walking towards them. "Hey, no need to fight," she said. "There must be an easier way to settle this. And that easier way is... I don't know." That's when a 3rd Jeanelle came towards them. "Hang on, girls," she said. "I've got this." The 3rd Jeanelle held her hands out in front of her. A small mist ball came out of each, splashing the 2 other Jeanelles with water. The hair dye began to wash out of their hair, revealing the natural red beneath. "Oh, they're both redheads," the 3rd Jeanelle said. "What were you thinking, Latias?" Amber asked. "I thought Jeanelle was a different hair color, probably brunette, since brunettes dye their hair all the time. I thought a little spritz of water could wash away the hair dye, showing the true hair color, but that didn't work." One of the Jeanelles screamed in horror as a drop of magenta ran down her cheek. "What is happening? Why is it happening?" she yelled. "This is 48-hour hair dye and it only lasted 36 hours. This is mutiny." "That's the one," Amber said as she pointed at the screaming Jeanelle. "Her hair dye has been in for 36 hours, and Marigold only dyed hers this morning." "What if it's just Marigold acting?" Latias asked. "Okay, then we'll have to try something else." Amber thought for a moment. "I've got it," she said. "I've seen this plenty of times on TV. We just ask a question only the real Jeanelle would know. All right, Latias paused. What Pokemon do you have? Sableye, both Jeanelles answered. How do you spell your name? Jeanelle. Your questions are too easy, Amber said. Then she had a great idea. What's your cousin's name? One Jeanelle said, Julius, but the other said, I have no cousin. Yeah, that's the one, Amber said again, pointing to the second Jeanelle. Then she whispered to Latias. They've started to giving each other the silent treatment. Amber walked up to Marigold and put her arms around her. She said, Well, Marigold, I didn't think you could pull it off, especially as well as you did. Thanks, Marigold replied. I didn't know you had to act like her, too. I didn't. I just like acting, Marigold said, as she turned to Jeanelle and said, We're never doing this again. Jeanelle, who was staring at her wet hair in horror, replied, Agreed. Back over at their spot, Latias confessed to Amber. I knew which one was the real Jeanelle the whole time. I just wanted you to have fun. How did you know? Amber asked. Their eyes are different shades of blue. Amber put her hands on her head and moaned. What kind of person notices that? I have a very acute sense of vision. Okay, Amber said. Now, on to that double team.